guys, Chad Austin here at CoyoteClassics. Got a call last night from a really nice guy. He's got a 1974 Dodge Dart. It was his mom's car. His dad bought it for his mom when it had 9,000 miles on it. His uncle bought it brand new. He's had it since probably the early 80s, something like that. So very, very nice car. Very excited to see it.
A few moments later.
Seems like the truck was going a little fast there, and a state trooper had to pull us over and tell us to slow down a little bit. $120 later, we're back on the road and ready to check out the start. Well, looks like we pulled in. What a nice farm. Big farm, ain't it?
Yeah. A lot of red buildings, that's for sure. I wonder if the car's red.
No, the car's good.
Okay.
It's always fun coming to people's places like this. You never know what you're going to find, or maybe if they have any other cars, you know, when you pull in. Looks like he's got some tractors. Oh, there's a car right there. An Impala. It's pretty sweet.
It's red too.
What's wrong? What are you guys doing? Feeding some.
Well, he can do whatever he wants with these.
Got some oats or what?
Yeah. He bought the others and we cleaned the combine yesterday.
Well, Chad Austin, nice to meet you.
You bet.
Your first name?
Dick?
Dick, nice to meet you. Just my son Ryan. That's kind of a neat story though. So your cousin bought it brand new, your uncle?
Yep. And anyway, my dad bought it for my mom, and I had graduated in '72, and I told Dad, I said, why do you want to buy something like that? It had dual exhaust and pretty good.
Yeah.
And anyway, make a long story short, well, he bought the damn thing, and Ma drove it, and she just pud, you know. And I got in her one day, and I had Ma with me. That was in the later years, and I kicked that bitch down, and she kicked the black smoke out. And
What'd Mom think of that?
she told me, you don't do that.
She hadn't done that for many years, right?
Anyway, make a long story short, Ma, she got to the point she had a massive stroke, and she was in the care center for 8 years. And the car never really got drove a whole lot. And I told my brother at that time and my sister, I said, we got to do something with that car. And I wanted to do it right. We're either gonna do it right, or we ain't gonna do it.
I'm just gonna kind of look around the edges on it a little bit, and beautiful interior. Now, the mileage
That's
is
the correct mileage.
how many? 77?
I
77,000
told you, I
miles.
thought
You
it
bought
was
it with 9,000.
Yeah.
Yep, it was an L code, so it was a 360. And what you were talking is, from the factory, this was probably the high performance 4-barrel, which was 240 horse. But the 2-barrel one was just 200. So it was performance.
Okay, but there's something about this engine that's different than some of them.
Okay.
Because okay, now I gotta back this story up.
Yep.
I'm not gonna bore you to death.
No, I'd love hearing. This is cool.
Okay, the only thing that I know of from my cousin that is not original is the intake manifold. And I'll tell you, he had it sitting in a parking lot, and somebody stole the goddamn intake manifold off.
They took the they frickin'
Honest to God. Honest to God. That's the only numbers that I think you will not get original,
Isn't that crazy?
is the intake manifold.
Somebody put an aluminum radiator in it. Keep it cool. You did that.
I did that, and I put this on here.
Right. Do you have the original one still or not?
I think I do, but I'm gonna have to look.
Look for it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, sounds nice.
That's a nice old car. It's just got too many doors.
We got 65 tractors.
It's probably not a bad time to get rid of some of them because, you know, I don't know if the collectors are that big on them anymore or not. What do you think of this old girl? I mean, they're not worth a ton as a 4-door, but you have an idea what you gotta have? I mean, if the price is right, I'd buy it just because it's cool. I mean, it's clean.
Yeah. What do you see?
I see that it's white and not all rusted out. I think it's good so far, but you gotta look. You could buy a real mess under there. I think you're the most honest seller I've ever met. Value guys is probably, you know, this depends kind of what he wants for it, but
Yeah.
value wise, retail is probably like worth 12 to 14. What do you think on this one?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
I think retail is probably 12 to 14, maybe. You know what I mean? They're not $20,000 cars. They wouldn't be if they were a two-door. You know, they're just not a high dollar car, but it's clean.
Would you put an offer on? I've got this piece here.
Okay. If I give you 1,000 for the Dart, what do you think on the four-door? And you kind of know what you got, what you want. You know what I mean? Or if you're going to use it, maybe it's a good one for you to keep and use. I don't know.
My wife doesn't really want to get rid of it, but
Yeah, well,
I do.
well, sometimes you have to listen to
We
your
still
wife.
got that.
And you had a 409 that's sitting out there. That's cool.
And I didn't wash this. This has been like this since June.
I like that. I'd like to buy that. And I'd like to buy the four-door if we can work on price, you know.
Give me an offer, and then can I think on it?
Yeah, of course.
How many people want to afford it?
Not many people want to afford four-door. And they don't look like Galaxie, but it's clean. And somebody will be perfect for them because they can't afford this. They can't afford that. But they can afford that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ford would be probably somewhere in that 8 to 10 range on the Ford. Like I said, I think 12 to 14, you know, and we still go through it. We
Okay,
still
I mean-
wash them.
Okay, if I sold it to you for 10, I'll just be honest with me. Could you put a 13, 14,000 tag on it?
Yeah, I would have to. Yeah,
I'm a
I would have
businessman
to.
too.
Right. So we have a brand. Like I said, we built our brand for 18 years, a reputation and brand. So we take this and take it through our shop, and
I can't sell that one until I talk to them. Talk to them because
well, you want me to go up to the house and we'll talk it in?
So you're at the
You
moment.
need to talk to her yourself. I don't know if me going up. I should have brought a couple flowers along. If you told me I needed to bribe your wife a little, I would have brought some flowers. You buy this one.
November 17th, 1969.
So was it an original? It was 6 years old. It's original 409.
The training isn't original anymore, or ain't original anymore.
The motor's right.
And I got the dual snorkel manifold, or the air cleaner. This is a original carburetor, but that back one I couldn't. That son of a bitch would leak all the time on me. And
Okay,
so I
it's
finally
replaced.
ended up putting a new carburetor in it.
So if you've had this since '69, it's a '63 409 dual quad SS. So really, it don't owe you anything right now, right? So if you wanted to make it nice, I would.
I dated my wife in this.
Huh?
I dated my wife.
I think this. Are they gonna like put a new 4-speed in it and stuff, or are you just gonna keep
just body work.
no interior either for 35?
No. I think it's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That will go on the road 80 mile an hour, just you don't even know you're cruising.
Chicken house with no chicken.
Well,
Original paint on the old girl, I bet.
I can't answer that.
You're so honest. I would. 90% of the people would definitely say when something looks like this, it is. But how long did your brother have this one?
Quite a few years. And he never drove it in the winter, but it needs a body job. I mean,
Needs paint, but is it pretty solid on both sides?
it's not bad at all.
What's this got? You don't need to open the hood, but what's it got for a motor?
Just a 3, no,
I bet it's a bigger motor than that.
I think it's a 455.
Pulling it right out of the freaking shed. Blue holes.
What do you think of that old boat ride?
I like her.
Got some girls in the back there.
Pretty solid.
That is a 340U.
Okay. So 348 in the tractor. So
That's crazy.
How do you tell the difference on a 348 409 like that?
Look at the dipstick.
Oh, okay.
Which side is it?
So dipstick on the 348's driver's side and passenger side for a 409.
Correct.
Just learned something today, right?
Yeah. Always learning something.
Probably might almost start.
I bet it will. Everything else has started.
I need a young man like him just to go around and start it.
You could probably drive over here.
See, and I built me a shifter here. I built this when I was 16.
No way.
Yep.
16 years old. I came back. That sounds freaking perfect.
That ain't something we see every day.
That runs great. That is so cool.
5409s.
We just wrapped up the deal. Going to load her up in the trailer.
My name's Mike from CoyoteClassics, and today I'm working on a 74 Duster. First thing I'm gonna do is get numbers off the VIN, the engine, the transmission, axle, as many as I can get so we can verify all the details of the car. And then I'm gonna go through, look it over mechanically, grease it up, replace as many parts that need replaced as I can, do an oil change, check all the fluids in the transmission, axle, brakes, take it for a test drive, buff it if it needs it, and then we'll send it to Jay.
I'm working on a 74 Dart today. I usually start with the underneath, power wash the underneath. Once I'm done with that, I drop it down and do the wheels. And then once I'm done with all that, I do the inside, I shampoo the carpets, I wipe it down, do the windows, do the trunk, do all the jams, quick wax it, and she's basically ready to go, so. Finally got the Dart all cleaned up, it's out front, ready to go, ran through the shop, Jay detailed it up. Beautiful car, great story, and Chad, it looked like you had a lot of fun there too with the seller.
You know, I did. That's my favorite part of this job, is just to meet the sellers of these cars and the history. You know, not every car has history like this one where, you know, it was his mom's car since 1975. I mean, that's insane. But it's really cool when you run into those experiences, and those experiences are still out there. You know, you just got to get your foot in the door and check stuff out. Not real sure if we're going to get the 4-door or not, but I think we're going to put a deal together on that Delta 88.
There you go.
I did talk to Richard, so.
Really neat guy. He's had all kinds of cool stuff, you know, with the tractors, with the, you know, big motors on there that he runs down the blacktop.
348 in a tractor. One quick thing, and I don't think it got in the video, but he did that in high school. That tractor he built with that 348 in high school, and I asked him how fast it went, and the tires are all dry rotted and on, you know, just shot, right? And so I didn't know when he did it, but he said he had that thing going 65 mile an hour, and he can have the front end way off the ground.
That's awesome. Yeah, just a great guy. So if you're watching this, we appreciate you inviting us to your place and showing us around, and we're gonna find a great next caretaker for the 74 Dart.
And that's really one thing that Richard wanted. He wanted to know who ended up with this car and wanted to talk to him and just make sure it goes to a good home. So, and I promised him it would.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching these. We wanted to show you something a little bit different this week, kind of a little behind the scenes. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and we'll see you next Wednesday.